Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at CAVOK Racing Network for yet another exciting race. CAVOK is going to bring you up to date ATC Season 7. We're here in mid-Ohio, and of course, I'm not going to do this all by myself. I have Charlie up here. Charlie in the booth, welcome.
Thanks, Pim. Oh man, it's so great to be in Ohio. I'm looking forward to this one for sure.
And why is it so great to be? Why is it so great to be here?
This is such a great track. It's technically one of the most challenging courses that we have. You know, the back half of the track is just nothing but corners. You know, it's just one corner after another, and it's such an epic challenge. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Now, well, before we go any further, they're now starting the qualification. Let's have a quick look how that introduction lap is looking.
Welcome to Lexington, Ohio, home of the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Built in 1962, this 13-turn roller coaster of a racetrack comes in at 2.258 miles or 3.63 kilometers. With a mix of rolling hills, blind corners, and a couple straights, this amazing complex offers a variety of technical challenges. This famous racetrack has hosted a number of series, including the IndyCar Series, NASCAR Infinity Series, Trans Am Series, American Rallycross Championship, and many more. The current lap record of 1 minute 5.26 seconds was set by Will Power in 2016, driving a Dallara DW12. The current TCR lap record of 1 minute 28.884 seconds was set in 2021 by Matt Pombo in a Honda Civic Type R FK8. This week's Sprint Challenge offers a 20-minute heat and a 40-minute feature, giving these drivers 2 chances to score points. Passing will be tough, so a good quali and a mistake-free race will ensure a good finish. Being over-aggressive will not only slow you down, but it can also cost you your race. Having patience in traffic through the S's and Thunder Valley will be very important. Who's going to find themselves on the podium today? Will we see new names or regular faces? We don't know the answer now, but we will soon find out.
Well, that is an amazing track guide, I have to say, Charlie. You do such a good job on those. And it's going to be exciting. Exactly what you're saying. 2 tracks, 2 sprint races. We've seen many incidents in those, or at least some real hard fighting. I'm looking forward to see that again.
Yeah, this should be good. As I stated in the video, being patient through the S's and Thunder Valley and all those areas is going to be tough. They're going to want to be aggressive. They should be aggressive. But, you know, it's always a big risk. This track isn't exactly wide, and, man, you hit that grass and the car just takes off.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you've seen some of the pictures within Discord, but there was a little bit of a discussion. I saw Logan having his hand injured, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Currently, Wojciech Swiatovic is on that first place. Logan McKenzie takes that third place, and right in between there is James Carr. Is James Carr that next person who's going to be up there? Or, of course, we're going to wait for Mika Hendricks, and will he take that victory to Wojciech Swiatovic?
Yeah, so far, Wojciech's got a pretty stellar lap, half a second faster than everybody else. But, you know, I think we're only 1 lap in, one lap counted. So there's still plenty of time for these guys to pick up some more positions.
Yeah, let's have a quick look where Logan McKenzie, Mika Hendricks is on the moment. I think, again, he is right behind his teammates. They do that more often. I saw that last time as well, where they really bring a different level of that qualification by just driving along. Really great job from them. And while we're watching all those drivers come by, maybe it's a good way to actually having a quick look. Maybe we can go for the championship, because there is something to fight for, and we always love to see that. So let's have a quick look if I can get those results up. And I do get the results up. Here are the results from our teams. It is Curb Your Enthusiasm on the moment, still in the front. A lot of in the front, but yeah, what do you do when you have Mika Hendricks in your team? Yellow Flags Motorsports is on second place, and then Breakfast for dinner is on the third spot. But basically after that, there are a lot of teams coming up, so maybe we can see something changing over there. In the championship is a little bit more difference going on, and while we're going through those, let's have a quick look. I see Mika Hendricks takes that lead with 185 points. Logan McKenzie, second spot. Francois Schenk, third. And then James Carr, Matt Zepka. Matt Zepka does a really good job in coming back and is already on that fifth position right over there. Raymond Choi, our newcomer for this season, is doing really well in every race. So expect him up here again. And then Jacob Wally, Jerome Bajulas, Connor Acetella, David Bauer, Wojciech Svidovic, hasn't been here all the times, but when he was there, he scored a lot of points. And then Justin Rhodes, Daniel Sedeno, and Kurt Smith on that 14th position. Lots of drivers. Let's see if we have a couple of more.
Yeah, there was quite a shuffle in the middle last week. Some guys had not the race they were hoping for, and other guys did. Matt Zepka moved up 7 positions with this spectacular finish last week. Wojciech, even though he hasn't been here every week, he's plus 11 spots after last week. So, he just crested the top 10. So look for him to have a good race today.
Yeah, of course. And we also have the Delta results, because of course we do have those two different teams or different groups in one league, and it's always very fun to see. And we do see that Daniel Sedeno is currently on that first spot. Kurt Smith right behind there. And then Thomas Lavoie, Mike De Almeida, and then Adrian Ferdowski on that fifth spot. So that is also something that we can play for. And if we look at the qualifications right now, we do see that Svidovic is still on the lead, has put up the fastest time. So let's maybe drive along with him and see what he sees. Look at that. He is driving behind those Curb Your Enthusiasm drivers.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up, it looks like he picked up like a couple tenths on his last lap, so he's getting quicker. Looks like they got a little bit of traffic to deal with, but I think that's going to be a thing all day today.
Do you know who's driving in front of him?
That'd be Matt Zepka.
Yeah, look at that. You do want to catch that draft. That's going to be amazing if he can do it even better.
We've got right now, really, we've got Wojciech, Matt Zepka, Logan McKenzie, and Mika Hendricks all in a line trying to put down some laps.
And look at that. I think they all get again a quicker time. Svidovic is again up there, 129.5 on the moment. Yeah, he doesn't have to pass everybody over there. Matt Zepka is doing a really good time with that 129.8. He is on the fourth position, and then Logan McKenzie and James Carr. James Carr still in that second position. Is he going to really be the danger, the outcast of this race?
Yeah, well, he's sitting fourth in the championship points. He's, I think he's less than 20 points behind Francois Schenk. So, he's still very much in this one. Matt Zepka is trying to do everything he can to pull a little bit closer to those guys. So I expect these guys to have a good finish. This is an important race. This is a pivotal point in the season.
Yeah, and I also think one of the things that we need to look out for, what we noticed was that there is a little bit of less draft this season with these cars. So that will make this track even more difficult. And I think we're going to see some real naked aggression in this first few laps. I hope my PC holds it. We do have, again, so many drivers. I think 33 drivers I see currently on track. It's amazing how much drivers this Alpha Touring Challenge has.
Yeah, they bring it every week. It's really awesome to have this much participation.
We do have one of the latest drivers in here. That's Sheng Kim. The car in the yellow car is really doing quite nicely on the moment. His first race, his first qualification here in Alpha Territory, the Alpha Touring Challenge, and he is currently on that 13th spot. See if he can improve a little bit more. and get into that top 10. But on the moment, doing a really good job here.
Yeah, looking good for a first timer. I'm sure that he's just going to try to settle in, not make too many waves, but you know, knowing these Alpha Touring guys, he's probably going to go full bore right from the start because everybody else does.
Yeah, so how does that work exactly for you as a driver, Charlie? When you come new to a league, it's not just the driving that you need to learn. What else do you need to learn?
Well, you need to learn the characteristics of each driver, you know, and I always approach it as if I'm the new guy, I don't want to rub any toes. I'm going to give the other drivers kind of the corner if I feel like, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit too aggressive because I don't want to make waves on my first attempt. But on the other hand, if I'm fast and I'm feeling good, then, man, I'm just going to go for it. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? We're, you know, trying to do the best we can every week. So, you know,
yeah,
got to go for it.
You got to go for it. And in this league, you definitely need to go for it. And then especially in this sprint status, because we're going to get 2 races. And I wasn't sure. Do we get a pit stop in the second race or not? I don't think so.
We will.
Yeah.
No, because we didn't last time. I think you're right. I don't think we're going to have one.
No, so that's going to be the interesting part. I do see Matt Zepka doing now a really great move by just following Vijay Svidovic. I'm curious to see if that's going to bring him even higher. Can he attack his teammate Mika Hendricks, who's currently still on that second spot? It's just 1/10 difference between them.
Yeah, these guys are pretty close at the top. I'm showing Vijay having 129.5. And then there's a pretty decent gap. Let's see. 29.6 for Mika. So those two are really close as always. So it's anybody's game today.
Well, look at this. It's top 14 currently within 1 second. And then basically anything can happen on that first lap. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. At corner 1, it's going to be chaos. I bet you. So we're going to need at least 5 more eyes to see what's going to happen. But on the moment, we have 3 more minutes. I think everybody went out immediately and they only have 4 laps of qualification. So I think this will be their last parts. Curious to see if Wojtek Svidovic and Matt Zepka even going to go quicker. It doesn't look like it, but with Vijay Svidovic, you never know.
Ooh, almost. Ran a 29.56 as best as a 29.50. Oh man, all those guys were so close. 74 to a 64, 76 to a 76.
I'm seeing if I see someone improve on the moment. Justin Rhodes looks like he's going to try his last lap. He's coming in to that first corner, or coming out of that first corner, and then at that long straight. He goes a little bit wide, doesn't really follow the apex. Not sure if that's going to be any quicker on the moment.
These are stellar laps. So I brought out in the video, I can't remember the number now, but these guys aren't too far off the actual record, the in real life record here.
Why am I not surprised? You know, it's really the Alpha Touring Challenge is the best of the best in this car. I think every driver over here is really good, but then you have Svidovic, Hendricks, you have Logan McKenzie, who did drop to the 5th place. Matt Zepka has moved up 4th place, and James Carr still in that 3rd spot. He is doing really well, surprisingly a little bit, but let's see if he can hold on in the race on this.
Yeah, these guys are lightning fast. I tried to play around with them this last week, and I was nowhere in the facility. It was like I wasn't even on the racetrack.
Well, I do have to say, Charlie, I'm impressed with you. You tried so many different cars, and now again this car, which you have to do just to learn the track and get the track guide going on. But it's great to see you in many different cars. My favorite is when you drive against me, and we can have some nice battling going on. But
yeah, we had a good time last week in Spain, but I'm just first week in the league, and I spun 4 times and said, "This is enough."
Yeah, well, you know, I always love it when you're coming to a league where I drive and that I can beat you. So I'm just really looking forward to the Alt F4 league on Thursday night, where we're driving both in that league. But for now, qualification is nearly finished. Wojciech Swidovic is still on that first place. Mika Hendricks right behind there, and then it's Car that's gonna bring it. And I think that was the whole field getting in, so we can immediately go to the grid. Well, congratulations, Wojciech Swidovic. It's not your first time, and it won't be your last time, but you took that first position. Mika Hendricks onto that second position, and then James Carr, Matt Zepka, Logan McKenzie on that 5th spot, John Lozan 6th, and behind them we see Francois Schink, we see David Bauer over there. All nice drivers. And then, of course, many different minute drivers. I'm going to see, because I think they're already getting warmed up. Yes, they do.
Yeah, these guys, the top 5, are less than 2/10 separated. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I do have to say, August Blondel did a really great job. He's currently on 16th position, but that is the first position for the Delta. So he's doing really well for that. Mark Danel 2nd in that league, and then Thomas Lavoie comes in 3rd. So they're all lined up over there a little bit further back, but that's going to be an interesting battle as well.
Yeah, starting in a corner is always fun. It's an inch. The start finish line is, you know, not that far from that last corner. So these guys are literally sitting in the S's.
Yeah, I'm curious how that will go when you have to restart and immediately versus start and immediately go in there. But I do see all the drivers are now on the track. So that's great to see. We're just waiting for Barney to pull that flag out and to see if we can go. And it looks like we are getting ready.
Yo.
And here they go.
Oh.
I do see something in the back already happening. That's going 3-4 wide on the moment. Wojciech Swidovic still in that first one. James Carr immediately tries to see if he can battle with Mika Hendricks. James Carr is on that 3rd spot, Matt Zepka. But look in the back, because there are some chases happening.
Yeah, it looks like somebody got off to a bad start, and that just kind of shuffled everybody as we go almost 3 wide into turn 3 here.
Yeah, it's completely mad, but still Wojciech Swidovic on the front. I see a hard battle going on with Raymond Choi. Jerome Bajulas behind there. Jacob Wally, who now takes that position, goes into 12th, but it is mad. Look at that. Naked aggression is all over the place.
Matt Zepka's trying hard to get by Logan here as Logan goes a little bit wide, almost touches the grass. Now he's got Zepka on his outside.
Yeah, right
coming into the
there.
S's.
Exactly, and right behind he does hold off, and then behind him
they
is
make contact.
Oh, and another contact.
Zepka sideways.
But Zepka holds it and now gets her back onto the track, and look at that, it's Frans van Schenk who takes that position. Wow, nice move. John Lozan is in there as well. He holds on, but it's Greg and Dom Savio who crashed in the back. We want to see exactly what happened over there. Let's have a quick look. They were battling, going side by side over there. So far, nothing wrong. And same crash actually happened as what with Matt Zepka happened. But look at this. Yeah, and already there are some gaps going on. We do see behind Francois Schink, we see Matt Zepka, who dropped back to 7th position. Behind them is David Bauer, Justin Rhodes. I see
Francois Schink is making a move on John Lozan coming into turn 2. He's going to have the outside. It's not probably the optimal line.
No, it's not the optimal line.
He's not going to be able to make it.
Exactly, but now you will see Matt Zepka, who will come back, try to see if he can do something. How fast is that car from Matt Zepka? He's been feeling comfortable. He made that big jump in the championship, but now he's still on that 7th position. And you do see that Frans van Schenk is looking, but he's not making that move right yet there.
I'm watching Thomas Lavoie. It's just a big train right now. There's a pack of 8, 9 cars that are...
Look at Zach Perry. What exactly happened with him? Zach Perry went off track and that looked a little bit... Oh no! No! That's the worst crash that I've ever seen. Somebody went backwards onto the track. And I'm not 100% sure who that was, but... Oh!
Somebody gonna be in trouble for that one.
I am not going to say anything about that, but that looked horrible. How is it going in the front? Because Wojciech Svidovic seems to be making headway, and he's now going ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, he's pulled out to about a second and a half on Mika Hendricks. He's putting on a clinic already. He knows he's got to go. Mika's fast, so, you know, there's no time to waste. This short sprint race, 20 minutes is going to go by quick.
Well, look at the heat that James Carr is giving to Mika Hendricks on the moment. He's on that third spot, but he is pushing hard.
Yeah, James has been moving up through the point standing. He's very much in this points battle, so nice podium finish would be great for him.
Well, nice podium finish, or maybe even more. Maybe he can get even one position up over here, or maybe even two. Because Wojciech Svidovic has shown us that sometimes he can make those little mistakes. But on the moment, he first needs to pass Mika Hendricks, and that looks nearly impossible.
Yeah, he's all over his back bumper, putting the pressure on. This is very much a rhythm section, and if you miss your mark, it can cost you a lot of time. So putting the pressure on the guy, having him look in that rearview mirror might just be the right recipe to get him to make a mistake.
Well, and I think that's exactly what he's doing on the moment, because he is pushing so hard over there. Look at that. It nearly touches each other.
And here we go. So as they come across the start-finish line, instead of being aggressive here, you want to try to get as good a run as you can through turn one so you can get that momentum on this next straightaway. Try to get inside of him for turn two. So he gets all over the curbing, trying to maximize that run. Here he comes. He's closing the gap. Looks like Mika's going to make him go to the outside, though, and that's not going to work.
Now, we've seen that before. It's very difficult to get this outside, because here is where Mika Hendricks can really take a nice line. And now we need to look at Logan McKenzie, because he's getting closer and closer to James Carr as well.
Yeah, and if Logan is injured, he's not showing it right now. He's showing good speed already, and I think he lost a little bit of time with just the hiccups that happened ahead of him, but looks like he's moving forward now.
Yeah, and look at the group behind there, because Francois Schenk is getting closer and closer to John Lozan as well, trying to do the same thing, trying to see if they can get any closer to their teammates Mika. Maybe they can help, but they first need to pass John Lozan on the moment, and John Lozan is making it very difficult.
It's like deja vu, seeing these two guys all over somebody's back bumper.
Yeah, this is so nice to see.
Yeah, this is such a great sector, and coming in here making this left, you have to be so aggressive, but you run out of track so quickly that getting on the throttle at the right moment just propels you through there.
Well, we do know it's only 13 minutes left, so if Francois Schenk wants to do something, then he needs to do something right after this first corner. So you're saying if Francois needs to pass him, then he's going to do it right after this second corner?
Yeah, that's really the optimal line, because the front stretch, or the start-finish line straightaway, is just not long enough to really do anything with these cars. They just don't have the power to pull by someone like that. So you really got to get a momentum run.
Yeah, we do see they're trying to form a train over here. Maybe they're even looking further ahead and trying to see if they can get any closer. But John Lozan, the group ahead of here, Logan McKenzie, is already 2.2 seconds ahead. And he is now really on the ass of James and Mika Hendricks. Wojciech Svidovic.
I'm watching this battle for 8th place. Justin Rhodes and David Bauer, just teammates. Justin Rhodes is on the inside. Looks like he's going to be able to make this pass, possibly. They squeeze real tight, but now he's got trouble from the inside. Not quite the optimal line, but now he'll get the inside for this right-hander here. This might get it. Oh, a little touch of the teammates. Boy, these guys aren't giving an inch. Just enough space between them. That puts Connor Acetella right on their tail, ready to pounce. Raymond Chu behind him.
I was just thinking, what about Raymond Choi and Jacob Wally, who are right behind there as well? And then a little bit further back, I do see Sim King also right over there. So
Yeah, they've got a great battle going right here. We've got
I'm
6
curious,
cars in this fight.
I'm curious how long Justin Rhodes can hold this off, because David Bauer is just looking ahead and he needs to pass, because if he doesn't do it, it's going to be Connor that's really going to make that move.
Looking for a little further ahead, James Carr is on Mika's bumper. This might be his best opportunity. Oh, he gets in the grass a little bit. That's going to slow him down. It's so tough. You just dip one tire and that front wheel drive car just wants to pull right into the grass. It's so hard to pull it back out.
Well, we do see that Kim for position number 15 is now fighting over there. Is that August Blondel? Yeah, that is August Blondel on that inside line. Oh, he's not. No. I'm just wrong. August is right behind there. It's really the battle between Thomas Lavoie and Kim for that position number 14.
I'm watching Kim here. He, I think he's down 2 spots from the starting position, but I believe it was Kim that had the problem at the start. Maybe he launched in the wrong gear or something, but he didn't take off like everybody else did, so kind of held everybody up a little bit.
Well, that's something what you do when you're first race. You need to learn those kind of things.
There's some contact with Damon Mitchell and Jacob Wally. Damon gets way sideways, but he's able to keep it going the right direction.
Impressive move from him. I want to go back to the front because I do see that Logan McKenzie is now trying to get that outside line. We've seen it many poor drivers do. I don't think it's going to work today if you want to get that outside move over there happening. And what is going on with David Bauer and Justin Rhodes? Because they're going to battle again.
Oh, man. This is so great. Justin Rhodes is trying so hard. And, he's got 2 teammates ahead of him. So, excuse me, Connor Acetella is trying to get on these guys. And it looks like David Bauer might be holding up Justin Rhodes just a little bit. So, Justin's trying to be patient with his teammate, but I don't think it's going to last for very long.
No, it's interesting to see. Nice battle going on. And Connor has the greatest view of that.
We got a great battle going on here with Francois Schenck. And John was on. Oh, Francois is off the track. Oh, slight touch of the wall. Might be okay after that one.
What exactly happened?
He just got to the outside there and just went a little too wide.
Well, that will cost him, and he will drop back right behind Connor Acetella, and now is right in front of Raymond Choi. But how is that battle going on with Logan McKenzie? Logan McKenzie, James Carr, and of course Mika Hendricks. They're still in that battle for second position.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of just in a train here, maybe trying to see what they can do to gain some time on Wojciech, because he's pulling away 3.7 seconds now.
And I do see that Connor is also getting closer to Rhodes, but not close enough. Really, all those straights, if they were just a little bit longer, we would see so many more overtakes.
Or if these guys had like 50 more horsepower.
Yeah, some
I'm
DRS,
sure they'd love that.
Some DRS wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, this league does they do a balance of performance to try to keep these cars all equal, and they do a great job. I mean, sometimes there's an advantage, but there's usually not. It's really just driver preference on the car.
That's great to see them still fighting over here. We have 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes, and then they have to come to a conclusion. Who is going to take that second position? On the moment, it is still Mika Hendricks, but James Carr.
I'm watching 8th place here. Connor Acetella is putting the pressure on Justin Rhodes. He's moving to his side. He's all over his bumper. That allows Francois Schenck to also get in this. We got a 3-way battle right now for 8th place. They are fighting hard.
A 3-way battle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 7, 8 cars are right behind there. Justin Rhodes makes the chicane on the moment, but can hold that on. Then he can get some nice points. If not, if he fails under that pressure, you can drop like 9 spots right over there. So this is exciting racing over here.
Yeah, Francois Schenck's going to try to set up Connor Asatella here. Get as close to him as he can, get a good run. Connor's a little bit sideways, a little bit out to the edge of the track, and looks like Francois Schenk might be able to get this done coming into turn 4.
Oh, we don't
he's
see
gonna
that
clear
many.
him.
Yeah, nice. He is on the inside. Nice move from Francois Schenk.
Yeah, putting that pressure on him. Connor just made the slightest mistake, lost a little bit of momentum, and he's just able to drive right on by. Passing is so tough here.
Yeah, Matsepka did that actually. He did pass John Lozon a little bit further back and is now on that 5th position. I don't think he can close that gap. 3.4 seconds with Logan McKenzie. Although they are looking a little bit closer and closer each lap. But
yeah, those guys are fighting up ahead of him. So that's, you know, best case scenario for Matt right now is he's just got to go and hope these guys slow each other down.
Yeah, then they should battle a little bit harder on the moment because it's not going fast enough. Matsepka has some difficulties. We see him just coming out of that corner while James Carr, Mika Hendricks and Logan McKenzie are already on the 2nd corner. And there we go. Logan McKenzie a little bit further back than he wanted. Because how close do you need to be, Charlie, to actually get that overtake?
You got to be right up on his bumper. That's the only way to do it. If there's a 10th or 2 gap, it's just not going to work. These cars just don't have enough power to pull through the wind to pull by somebody like that. But now James Carr has got Logan McKenzie all over his backside and going through the S's in Thunder Valley here. You know, you got to be on the ball. You got to hit your marks. You don't want to go wide. You got to use the curbing to your advantage, not take too much. Get the car settled in as you crest over this hill right here. It's really difficult to put the power down. The car just wants to drive straight into the grass. So we come in here, this left-handed corner. If you're up too close, it's almost blind. It's really difficult for the guy in the 2nd position to see. So you got to be careful, but you really want to be close so you can get a good run coming to the start-finish line.
Yeah, I don't see much going on over there. I do see Connor Asatello making a small mistake, and that means that he's losing a little bit more from Francois Schenk, who's right in front of them. Francois Schenk, Justin Rhodes, what are they going to do?
I mean, Francois's got to go, right? He looks like he's maybe pulling the gap a little bit here.
He is, definitely. He's getting closer and closer over there.
He's got to do his best to get up on his bumper, close this gap right here, get down on that apex, get on the throttle early, try to see if he can get a run.
Yeah,
but,
Francois
Justin
knows.
Had a great run out of there, and it looks like he's actually pulling on Francois a little bit.
Yeah, Francois knows he is quicker. Qualifications he did quicker than all of them, so he needs to be in there, but it's just a way of where can you do that. On the moment he can't get any closer, but so can't get Connor Asatella. I see Ron Moncheux a little bit further back on the 11th position. And we are getting to the final laps. It's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, no time to waste. We're running out of time really fast.
Ooh. It reminds me of a song, I have to say. Somebody else, Thomas Lavieux, is currently on 15th position. He's trying to hold on, see if he can get any closer to Kim and Mitchell right in front of him. But he is our #1 Delta driver, so great job from him. And hopefully he can do and hold this position, because right behind him is August Blondel, and I see Mark Darnell, Kurt Schmidt, and Eric Stutzer are all in that battle. But yeah, it needs to come now.
We've got a nice little pack, basically 7th place on back. It looks like everybody's pretty much within striking distance, and as these laps wind down, look to see some aggression in here.
Well, then don't look any further. Go ahead to see Logan McKenzie, because Logan McKenzie was just warming up his tires. He is going to try to make that move on James Carr. I want to bet you he's going to go for it. The only part is, where would you do that?
We almost want to take the outside here so you can get the inside to the next corner, which is much slower. But he's not quite close enough as James pulls up on Mika Hendricks. He's been trying all day, but just hasn't been able to get it done. Mika's doing really well through the S's. getting good exits onto the long straights is making it very difficult for these guys to get by, not making any mistakes.
Now, it's going to be difficult. I'm not sure if we're going to see something happening over here. Here we see Wojciech Svidovic. He is really disconnected from everybody else. 4.1 seconds. And he is driving along really, really nicely. And really in the path, we can see Mika Hendricks coming together with James Carr. Is Logan McKenzie dropping back a little bit?
He lost a little bit of time through the S's. And that hurt him a little bit. James Carr is looking to the outside of Mika here. I think he's just showing him. Probably get a nice sweep into the apex. Logan coming in hot.
Logan McKenzie, I told you. Oh, and here, the
we go. James has got a good run.
This is going to be the exciting part. This is why we come over here, because we want to see those battles going on. So where does Mika
defend? Yeah, so here we go. So James is going to go to the outside. Mika's going to beat him through this corner, but it's going to put James in a great position for the next corner. See if he can get it done.
Yeah, but don't forget about Logan McKenzie. Logan McKenzie is just waiting till there's something happening.
Oh, they're so close. Oh, a little touch. He's still there. Oh, he's still there. Side by side.
Oh, and look at this. And where does Logan McKenzie go? Logan McKenzie looks left.
Logan goes by both of them when they wreck.
Yeah, exactly. But on the moment, it looks like James Carr is actually
Here we go. Logan's going to put it in there.
Oh, you want to see this? Don't. Well, if you want to go to the toilet, don't go now, because this is going to be an exciting part. Look at us.
I think Mika's got the preferred line here, though. He's going to get that momentum right here. Little touch. It's all over his fender. Oh,
here we go. Here we go. It's going to be Logan McKenzie. Logan McKenzie. Oh, that was very, very close. And now we're getting into that last lap. This is the last lap.
Yeah, and Logan lost a ton of time there trying to be safe. He got in the grass a little bit and probably didn't have much choice. Oh, there's contact. Oh, the old chrome horn. James Carr is putting it on Mika. He says, you know what? I want to get through. I'm tired of looking at your bubber.
And Logan says, you know what? I'll be right back.
Just like that, one straightaway, Logan is back in the fight.
Logan is back in the fight. Logan is going to look, and Logan doesn't give anything anymore. He's going to give it all and trying to see if he can do that overtake. But this is going to be, well, if it's not going to be a wreck, I'm just going to be surprised.
Well, we've seen that putting the bumper on the guy is clearly an option, so we'll not be surprised if somebody gets moved out of the way.
Now, behind here, all the big battles have dropped. I see one more battle from Kim and Mitchell on 13th position, but this is the battle that you want to see. Of course, Wojciech Svidovic is going to go farther and further.
James Carr is off the track. Logan McKenzie goes by him. He's going to clear him. James Carr went a little bit wide on turn 9, put 4 tires in the grass.
And now it's hard defending for Logan McKenzie. He needs to do that on that last part. Mika Hendricks is going to take that second place. Wojciech Svidovic is the first one. But who takes that third position? Is that Logan McKenzie? It is Logan McKenzie. Look at that. Logan McKenzie never give up. That is a great move. James Carr comes on to that 4th position. And then we see the battle for position number 13. Kim, what is he doing? Is he can make that move? No, he can't make that move. He will end up on that 14th position. Damon Mitchell is going to take 13. Thomas Lavoie just came over the finish line and is 15th. And then everybody else joins here as well.
Man, what great battles.
That was a great battle, I have to say. Nice to see them all coming up.
Those guys showed us that side-by-side racing through the S's in Thunder Valley is definitely possible.
Yeah, I'm just too bad that it was just that one last lap. But, you know, we want to see this every lap. I'm really curious what we're going to see in the next race. But be prepared, because those first few laps will be crazy. We're waiting for the last drivers.
This track always seems to have great action. I did an IndyCar race here once, and boy, oh boy, you want to talk about a handful of a race car.
Oh, yeah, no, I can imagine that. All right, so we're going to be up for the second race.
Yeah, it looks like we got a 5-minute warm-up. and then a 40-minute feature.
All right, well, that's a great time. If you want to go to the toilet, then this is the moment that you need to go. We're just going to have a quick look. Jose Murray, haven't seen him much yet on the track. He was a little bit further back and had so many good fights, but he is just practicing around a little bit, and we're just going to look at his driving skills. Well, Jose is still driving along. I'm a little bit impressed how many time he's want to use this warm-up, but great car, great driving from him. I also saw Mika Hendricks still on the track. What is he doing practicing, Charlie?
Well, you got to stay warm. It's only a 5-minute cool down, but I like to, as I get, in between rounds or whatever, I definitely want to keep going and just try to stay in that mindset of, go fast, be on rhythm, all those things,
Oh man, I just want to go to the toilet and make sure I stretch myself a little bit before we go ahead, and that will happen in just a few seconds. And then we will go to a 40-minute race on the same track with a lot of drivers, still those 33 drivers on the track. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to that first lap, because that was a great sight that we saw in that first lap.
Yeah, and the great thing about this setup is now I believe we are inverting the top 10. So the fast guys are now going to have to work to get themselves up front. And the guys that finished in 10th, they ain't slow. So this is going to be a real challenge for these guys to work their way up to the podium.
Well, that's a great time for Connor Acetella, Francois Schenk, Justin Rhodes, and David Bauer, who are going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, of course, we do see Matt Zepka is now in that 6th position. Behind him is James Carr, and then Logan McKenzie, and then Mika Hendricks with Wojciech Swidovic. Well, let's see how much aggression we will see on lap 1 to go to that first spot.
Yeah, I'm going to start on Wojciech here and see how those guys do ahead of him. See how quickly they start making moves.
I think they're gonna go before for turn 1. We were gonna see some cars trying to make a move, or at least we saw that in the first race. All the cars are getting ready, so we are getting ready.
Timer's down to 0. Here we go, Pim. We're off.
And we're off. Well, Connor Acetella on that first spot, but look at Mika Hendricks immediately trying to see if he can make a move. I see Matt Zepka going past David Bauer. Behind there's Kurt Schmidt with Stefan Lecchotta. And I also see Wojciech Swidovic. Did he already make a place? No, he didn't make a place. But look at John Lozin. He is making up 3 spaces. What is Connor Acetella doing? Grass. That was Connor Acetella. But he is back on track. Amazing how that happened. I have to look at the replay
we got
for
a big
that.
shuffle at the front. Looks like Justin Rhodes lost a couple positions. I'm seeing Matt Zepka in the grass a little bit, so he's going to lose some momentum. He's vulnerable to James Carr behind him now.
And look at this. We already see John Lozin 3 spots up from where he started. The crazy move. But look at Matt Zepka. He's a little bit more aggressive. He knows that fight with Logan McKenzie and wants to redo that again. And Mika Hendricks already trying to see if he can make that move.
Yeah, these guys are nose to tail. Naked aggression all the way, Pim. We got to go.
We gotta go, and that's definitely what's happening over here. Look at Justin Rhodes and David Bauer, who are really, really close. And Justin Rhodes trying to see if he can make a move. But immediately, Francois Schenk, again, Curb Your Enthusiasm, is driving in the front. What can they do?
Matt Zepka trying to get by John Lozin here. But he's also got James Carr trying to put a move on him. A little bit further up. Showing my names are messed up. David Bauer looking to the outside of or I'm sorry, Justin Rhodes.
Yeah,
something's going on with my overlays, Pim. Sorry.
No worry. Well, Mika Hendricks is on the moment trying to really go past quickly, and he does that. Look at that battle. Mika Hendricks, Wojciech Swidovic. It's gonna be a
they're in the grass.
Well, that was very close, but look at the run that Mika Hendricks has also on Matt Zepka. That's going to be a double move that he's going to make over here. And if Matt Zepka is going to between Mika Hendricks and Wojciech Swidovic, then it's going to be crazy. Justin Rhodes is going to make the move right in front of there. Look at that, James Rhodes, Justin Rhodes and James Carr are battling it out. And Mika Hendricks, well, he wants to go past very, very quickly and has done that now.
Matt Zepka had to get hard on the brakes not to run into his teammate Mika Hendricks. Not allowed Wojciech to close the gap a little bit. These guys seem to be running away from Wojciech a little bit. Maybe he's being patient to see if these guys make a mistake because they're all very close. Somebody spins out or whatever. They might collect a couple cars.
Well, I hope that's not going to happen, but look at James Carr. He's bringing home Justin Rhodes. He's just on the back over there, and he's really pushing hard. Feels that pressure from Mika Hendricks and Matt Zepka right over there. Knows he needs to push even harder and harder. And it looks like Justin Rhodes gets away a little bit. He's looking now more to Logan McKenzie on that 4th spot already. Look at that, Logan McKenzie, 4 spots up from where he started.
Yeah, Logan's dropped the hammer. Last race, like I said, I think he lost some time, just kind of got in the shuffle a little bit, and you know, he was there at the end, and so if he can get up towards the front in the beginning here, that's just gonna be even better for him towards the end when he can really just give it all.
Exactly. Well, while you were saying that, we saw Wojciech Swidovic taking that position from Matt Zepka on the inside line. Wojciech is not done yet. He is now getting closer and closer to Mika Hendricks. That is the battle, maybe even for the championship. But what a great battle right in front of there as well. Justin Roach, James Carr, Logan McKenzie right in front of there as well. He's on the back of David Bauer. And then John Lozar and Francois Schink is a little bit further away. 1.2 seconds. I know it's a long race, but that's a great start for Francois.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, he's got no pressure from behind. I mean, he's in the, not only is he in the best position on the track, but he's really in the best position to just not worry and just put his laps down and, you know, try to get in rhythm and see if he can pull away from these guys.
And look at this, Wojciech Swiatovic is not done yet. He is getting closer and closer to Mika Hendricks.
David Bauer went off track a little bit, and that caused Logan McKenzie to run up right on his bumper, kind of chopped his nose a little bit there. Logan McKenzie gave him just enough space to get back on the track.
Oh man, that was close. You're absolutely right. Well, impressive for driving from Logan McKenzie on the moment. But look at that
Logan
battle.
McKenzie takes up the full
Wojciech
curve.
Wojciech Swiatovic and James Carr.
Oh yeah, we got a four-way battle right here. Who's gonna break early? Who's gonna break late? Oh.
And there are teammates in play over there, so that's an interesting move. But it is really impressive to see Wojciech Swiatovic, Justin Roach, James Carr, Mika Hendricks took again 2 spots. Wojciech needs to push if he wants to go past.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wojciech's behind 2 teammates here, so I'm sure they're gonna make it as difficult as possible. Try to get themselves shuffled in. Wojciech gets a great line on the inside, but now he's stuck on the outside here. Almost made contact there coming down the hill. Now he's got the optimal line for the inside. Nicely done.
And look at Matt Zapka, he is joining that battle as well. And right behind there is Jacob Wally, who do the same thing. Oh, and what is happening to Jerome Bajulas? I think he went off track there a little bit. Was in contact, and Jerome went off track. Has to wait over there. Is doing that correctly this time, and then he has to go back onto the track. But that will cost him his race.
Looks like Wojciech's moved himself up to, I'm currently showing him 8th as they go across the line. I think that number is going to change.
Yeah, that's actually number 7 already, because he is now 5/10 behind James Carr. Matt Zapka is also really doing well. But what about Seung Kim on 14th position? He is again getting closer and closer to Thomas Lavoie. Thomas Lavoie is currently on 14th position, but also still on 1st position in Delta.
And he fakes a move, doesn't quite get it done, but he's got good momentum coming out of the corner. They're nose to tail here. Just slight better run out of Thomas Lavoie. Doesn't look like Sung is going to be able to get it done.
Well, he's going to make the move. I am not sure how that exactly happened and how they didn't collide, but look at
now
the
they got
fighting
Connor
that we have.
Asatella all over their bumper. And I'm sure he's not going to be patient. He knows he should be further up. Got a mistake that cost him quite a bit of positions.
Yeah,
he wants to be charging hard. I'm watching Jacob Wally in P10, trying to see if he can put a move on Justin Rhodes for P9. Coming out of the last 2 corners here. Try to get that good run across the start-finish line.
Yeah, and then in front of them, it's James Carr, who's now really closer to Mika Hendricks. That is really a nice battle that we see. Mika Hendricks already so many positions up, 4 positions up from where he started. But he's having a difficulty. Wojciech Swiatovic, look at that. Or is that Justin Rhodes? No, that's Wojciech. Wojciech Swiatovic is really making some headway, and he is now right behind James Carr.
He comes in so deep under braking, but it seems to cost him on the exit there. Coming down this long back stretch, headed into turn 4. But if you watch here, he'll close the gap on these guys. He's so good on the brakes.
Yeah, I have to say, this gotta be one of the funnest races for Wojciech Swiatovic. You know you're quicker, but you also know that you have a lot of good drivers that you really need to battle. And he is doing that on the moment, right behind James Carr, Mika Hendricks, David Bauer. I think he's only looking at Mika Hendricks. If Mika Hendricks makes a move, he's going to make a move. But this is going to be an interesting battle, I think, till the end.
Yeah, this is a good little group here. Looks like Logan McKenzie's leading them. He's currently in P3.
Oh! Wojcik is just so daring. He just puts it right up there. James Carr can't hold that.
Contact.
That's no contact. That's naked aggression. And Matt Zepka is immediately profiting there as well. He's now going to get up into that battle. Is he going to make the move? Well, that's going to go
Zepka
too wide.
Tries to push him to the inside a little bit, but James Carr wasn't having it, held his ground, and Zepka had no choice but to let out.
Now, and look at that gap between Svirovic and Hendricks for 5th position. Because that was a second. When I said it, it was a second. And you will see how quickly Wojciech Svirovic is coming back. A little bit further back, I do see a battle going on. It's Mark Darnell, 23 position. Craig Lautzenslager is taking that move. Nice from him. Went on that inside and hold it really nicely. He's right behind Dom Savio for 22 position.
Battle for P3 is heating up. David Bauer is trying to catch Logan. Mika Hendricks is trying to catch David. They're all over each other. Got a slower car up ahead of them. Looks like Zach Perry. Maybe not quite having the race that he was hoping to have.
And we do have blue flag rules, so we're curious to see how quickly that will be implemented. But I think Logan McKenzie is one of the stewards, so he will make aware if that's a problem. But on the moment, he's still too far away and can look a little bit further back, actually, because Bauer is getting closer and closer over there.
Looks like Mika went in the grass just a little bit, cost him a little bit of time on the exit of turn 1 there. But he closes the gap so quickly, as well as Wojciech behind him. These guys are so good on the brakes. They make up time under braking in these hard braking zones every time.
It's interesting to see. We do see a little bit more gaps going on. But this is the biggest battle that we have. And look at Mika Hendricks again closing in on David Bauer. But where do you want to make that move? And when I say
now
that,
they've got this lap traffic to deal with. Just going to hold him up a little bit. Hopefully he'll get out of the way and not affect these guys' race.
I do saw that Michael Zepp went off track, but no worry, he is back on and he's trying to see if he can get any better than that 29th position. And I do see that Logan McKenzie gets now the green flag from the driver over there, and he can pass quite nicely.
We're about to have some serious action for P4 here, Pim. We got David Bauer with Mika Hendricks all over his bumper. Wojciech's right behind them. They almost touch bumpers.
I thought he was going to
finish line.
I thought he was going to spin him. This is so close, but also Wojciech is so close as well. This is really the battle that you want to see.
Wojciech just backed off a little bit into turn 1 to get that good run, and he's got to run. He's going to be all over Mika, but Mika's also got to run on David. They're both looking inside. Mika hard under the brakes onto the inside. Wojciech's going to try to go with him. Ooh, look how close they are.
This is amazing driving. And it is really the battle within the battle, because Wojciech Svirovic is just staying behind Mika Hendricks on the moment, trying to see if he can also pass David Bauer. That's going to be an interesting one.
He's looking to the middle. He wants to make it 3 wide. Thinks better of it.
Well, side by side, still.
Into 5, that's going to be a disadvantage to Wojciech, but he'll be a little bit more advantage here. Not quite enough.
Well, and look at, on the moment, James Carr, because he's now side by side with Wojciech, because Wojciech was getting so much resistance. He is now getting the heat from James Carr. It is really a 4-way battle up here.
Yeah, and that just pulls Matt Zepka right back into this fight. third on back, or excuse me, fourth on back. Looks like Mika Hendricks got it done over David Bauer, by the way. Oh, I guess that happened on the backstretch. My bad.
Yeah, no, that happened right over there. The battle a little bit further back. I want to go a little bit to Roman Choi. Raymond Choi is currently on 12th position, but look at how close he is on Damon Mitchell. And Justin Rhodes is right in front of that. This is yet another battle, and they're even closer, I think.
Update, Matt Zepka and James Carr got a little bit, maybe slight contact going into turn 2. It caused James Carr to go a little bit wide, and Matt Zepka is going to take that position. Looks like James Carr might have just slightly missed his braking zone there.
Exactly. I think that was exactly the spot. And great move from Matt Zepka. Reacted immediately on that. And he's now getting closer and closer to Wojciech Swiatovic. But they need to hold on because Wojciech Swiatovic, Mika Hendricks, David Bauer, that's the group that you want to be in to actually catch Logan McKenzie. And then right in front of there, we haven't spoken much about him yet, John Lauzon. Look at him. John Lauzon is doing an excellent job on that second position, but not as great as Francois Schink. Francois Schink is now actually 2.2 seconds. He is running away. Can I say that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's hauling the mail for sure. He's not making it easy for these guys. And as long as these guys are back there battling, Francois Schink is just going to continue to pull away. So I'm sure Francois is up there like, just battle, fellas. Take it every lap, side by side. Let's do it.
I think you're right, and I do see that Francois Schink, Wojciech Swiatovic is yet again in that battle with David Bauer, and again they're going side by side. He is on that outside line, but he's a little bit further. Can he clear him? No, he can't. Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to be the optimal run, but Wojciech kind of gets off the throttle, tries to get some momentum, get back in the throttle early. Now he's got that inside line coming into turn 4 here. He's going to have position on him, and he's great on the brakes. We'll see how this one goes.
And look at James Carr, because James Carr is doing the exact same thing. So Wojciech takes his position.
Little
James
contact
Carr
with
takes
James
the
Carr
position.
and Matt Zepka. Elbows out by James Carr.
That's amazing.
Wojciech's going to get the pass done on David Bauer. Well done.
Great move from both of them. And that means that Wojciech Swiatovic is again right behind Mika Hendricks. Again, need to lift at least 1 second. That's going to be difficult. But if someone can do it, Wojciech Swiatovic can do it. And Wojciech of Mika Hendricks is now getting closer to that first battle. Logan McKenzie and John Lauzon.
Yeah, Logan's been slowly catching John. He is definitely quicker than John, so John, I'm sure, is going to put up a fight, but I think Logan's going to get it done here pretty quick in the next lap or two.
Well, he needs to, because otherwise Mika Hendricks will do it, because Mika Hendricks doesn't want to get Wojciech Swiatovic any closer, and it is already happening while I say that. And of course, David Bauer and James Carr can see that as well and get any closer. And look at Matt Zepka. Look at Matt Zepka. Oh, he's going to make the move. He's going to make the move over there. He's going side by side. And they're going to go.
David Bauer James Carr. Oh, man, Zepka and James Carr, they are not happy with each other. They're rubbing fenders all the way down the backstretch. This is not over.
It's not over. It's not over.
Third line. How much space is James going to give Zepka?
Oh, man, this is
not much. Oh, more touching.
Oh, this is great battling from both drivers. David Bauer, Matt Zepka is doing an excellent job over there. And James Carr will love it because he can keep his car clean and he can have a great view on it in his back mirror. But on the moment, those guys are battling, and that means that they're losing a little bit of track in what's happening in front of them. With Wojciech Swiatovic, Mika Hendricks and Logan McKenzie, they're all waiting till they can make a move on John Lauzon. Who's going to do that first? If Logan is not going to do it right in this lap, I think he's going to get Mika and Wojciech right in the back over there.
Well, he's definitely trying. It's not due to lack of effort, I'll tell you. John is not rolling over. He's not just going to give it up. To go into turn 1, John is all over the curb. Logan's all over the curb. They both got a pretty equal run out of turn 1. Maybe just a slight edge to Logan here coming into turn 2. See if Logan can put it in there hard on the brakes. Logan's going to go wide.
Oh!
Mika makes contact with him. Oh, it's Mika going around. Oh, what a great save by Mika. That's going to allow Wojciech to go by Mika. Oh, he's going to lose a ton of time there.
Yeah, he's going to lose some time, but the most important part, he is straight behind Wojciech Svidovic. So speed-wise, they can come back to that group, but now he needs to make a move on Wojciech Svidovic. That is going to be difficult. We've seen it in the first race, and I am curious, this will take some time, but that gives Logan McKenzie now a great opportunity to actually get closer to John Lozan, to focus on that third spot, and to see if he, or to second spot, and see if he can actually make that move.
Yeah, with no pressure from behind, now he can try to set up John, get as close to him as he can. Maybe make a move on him going into turn 2. See if he can get that preferred inside line.
Yeah, not to confuse everybody, but Adrian Ferdowski is right in the middle with them. So this driver up here is not Frans van Sink. Frans van Sink is 3.2 seconds away, a little bit further. So there is the first groove fact already happening right over here. What is Matt Zepka doing? Matt Zepka is getting closer and closer. Is he going to make the move right over there? Oh.
These two have definitely been going at it. And
here we go.
They're not afraid to swap paint today.
Logan stays on that outside line. Again, John Lozan really good in defending, but this gives Wojciech Svidovic
a little bit of contact right there on the left rear. That puts Wojciech on the inside of Logan.
But
Wojciech's gonna have a little bit of draft on John here. Maybe it would allow him to pull by Logan.
Yeah, and John needs to defend over here because otherwise Wojciech Svidovic will take 2 positions. But this is really written by Wojciech Svidovic. He's done it now 3 times right over there. And again, it's an Curb Your Enthusiasm driver who benefits of it. It's Mika Hendricks that's still behind there. Logan McKenzie drops back. And it is really now Wojciech Svidovic. Is he going to attack straight up John Lozan? And John Lozan, who holds it on already for 14 laps. Can he do it one more lap? Or is this Wojciech Svidovic who's going to come? Logan McKenzie right behind there. Mika Hendricks learned this lesson, needs to take it easy.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to take it easy. Wojciech is just trying so hard on John. And now Wojciech's got all kinds of pressure from Logan McKenzie. They've still got that lap traffic up ahead of them. As we come into these 2 straightaways, maybe Adrian will just yield the position to these guys, try not to affect their battle.
No, because this is a great battle, and I do have to say,
he's slowing down, letting him go by.
But
Wojciech made a great move. It looks like John got out of the throttle a little bit to make way for that lap traffic, and now Wojciech is in there. Logan McKenzie's going to go by.
Oh no, that's not what you want to have from John Lozan, who did such an amazing job by defending for his life, and now drops back to 4th position. Logan McKenzie is now right in there, but what is Mika Hendricks going to do?
John's coming back. John's not giving up. He's going to look to the inside of turn 4 here onto Logan McKenzie.
Oh, nice.
He's trying, and now Mika's in there. Mika's going to make the inside move on John. Now John's on the inside here, preferred line. See if Mika can get it throttled up as quickly as possible. They're going to go side by side through Thunder Valley here. Looks like Mika's going to clear him. Nice move by Mika. And as I say that, James Carr is now all over the right quarter panel of John Lozan. Oh, John's up over the curbing a little bit too hard there. James Carr is going to make that pass easily. We've got Wojciech in second, trying to run away from Logan, but as we know, Logan's not going to let him do it. He's going to give him everything he's got. So now, are these guys going to be able to track down Francois Schenk? He's currently sitting 4 seconds ahead of him. They got a big gap, but there's still a lot of race left, and these boys is fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering as well. It's 4.2 seconds. Let's put up that time watch, see how much time is going to cost them. But I think it's going to be difficult. Francois Schenk, 4.1 seconds ahead.
Yeah, Francois is running a stellar race. He's not making any mistakes. He's running consistent laps. He's doing everything that he has to try to win this race. So he's just got to keep his eyes forward, not think about those guys. Stop watching the relative, just do his thing.
if you look at the times, it's virtually impossible for Wojciech Swiatovic to pass him. With this many, we only have 60 minutes left in this race. I don't think that's going to be possible. Francois Schink, such a great job. He is really doing an excellent job, but Wojciech Swiatovic right behind there. Logan McKenzie, is he going to hold the pressure of Mika Hendricks?
I think maybe these guys have realized that the only way they're going to try to battle for this top spot is to settle in a little bit and try to get some speed, because Francois is running spectacular laps. He's only 2/10 behind these guys. He's kind of outpacing some of them. He's quicker than Logan's best lap, as Logan just drops his best lap to a 1:30.48. But Francois is still a little bit quicker. He's got that clean open air. It's easy to run away when you ain't got anybody in front of you.
Yeah, definitely. Some other driver that I do want to point out, Thomas Lavoie, really has a great drive on the moment in that 13th position. But more importantly, in the Delta, he's definitely the number one. Kurt Smith comes into second place, and then Alex Kotlowski. So that is a different battle that we see. And within that battle, we do have Mark Darnell. Mark Darnell is currently fighting over there. Aaron Laas right behind there, and Greg Lautenslager is right in front of it. And it's an interesting battle to see as well. It's the battle of the green cars.
Love those green cars. Those are the best.
Oh, you are also a green car. Yeah, I'm more of a yellow
yes, sir,
kind of
every
person.
one of them.
I'm more of a yellow kind of person, so I'm really a big fan of Logan McKenzie with his yellow flag motorsport. But he is having a tough time. Mika Hendricks is getting closer and closer, but the gap between Wojciech Swiatovic and Logan McKenzie is getting bigger.
It's dropping.
It's dropping?
Yeah, it's dropped. Wojciech's pulled 4/10. So he's at about almost a full second closer now, about roughly 9/10. They were at 4 seconds flat.
Mika Hendricks
he's going, he's moving.
Mika Hendricks was just checking if Logan McKenzie had anybody in the back seat, but that wasn't the case. And here he comes, Logan McKenzie, defending it for his life.
Yeah, we're running out of time. We're down to just under 14 minutes. It's no time to play around now. These guys got to drop the hammer if they haven't already. Ooh, Mika pulls up close on Logan. Ooh, he's going to get a run on him here, Pim.
Yeah, he's going to get a run on him. I saw that as well.
This is exactly what he needs to do. Pulls to the outside there. Break the draft a little bit. It's right at his quarter panel. He's got just enough. They're going to probably go side by side coming here into turn 4. Maybe Mika's going to have just a slight edge on him. Logan goes out wide to try to get a good optimal turn in. Oh, there's a little touch. Cost Mika a little bit. Logan's on the inside here in this left, coming over the hill.
What a
looks
battle.
like Mika would get the power down. Now Mika's on the inside, just almost touches his corner panel there.
No. Logan McKenzie says no, and it is no. What a great defense from him.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan's not showing any sign of any injury right now.
No, that's a great move that he did. Logan McKenzie's holding off, but look at James Carr, because James Carr is getting a taste
James
out of
Carr
it.
goes off the track just a little bit. Might cost him about a half a car length, but maybe he can optimize this run here. And nope, those guys are going to pull away from him a little bit. Slight mistake. Can't have that. We got to go.
And how's it going with that battle with David Bauer and Matt Zepka? Because they're following John Lozon on the moment.
Just as you say that, David Bauer gets sideways through turn 1, allows Matt Zepka to easily make the pass. Great heads up move by Matt right there. Capitalize on a mistake. It's one of the easiest ways to make a pass when you're in the right position. Oh, but Matt Zepka goes a little deep into the braking zone. He's able to rope it back in. We'll see if that hurts his run down the long stretch here.
I do hear news that Mika Hendricks is getting closer and closer to Logan McKenzie. So close that he can actually make a move, and he's going to make that move right now.
Here. He's trying. It's just not quite enough under braking. These guys drove in there so deep. Mika's up on his bumper. Little tap there. Just let him know I'm still here, Logan. This ain't over. Oh, so close. James Carr is just there waiting to pounce. He wants to get in this fight himself. Mika's right up there. As I watch towards the front, we're down to 2 seconds. Wojciech is just about to be in this battle as we wind down. We got just over 11 minutes left in this race.
No way.
I don't know if he's going to do it, but it's going to be close. I'm showing 2.3 seconds at the line.
Yeah, he's taking 4/10 on the moment per lap, so that will take him a little bit closer. But is it close enough? We still have 10 minutes. That's going to be a long 10 minutes for Francois Schenk, who is trying everything. But it is really that battle on the back over there with Logan McKenzie and Mika Hendricks. That's going to be the exciting battle. James Carr is right behind there.
Mika drove it in there so deep, trying everything he can to put the pressure on Logan. James Carr still just waiting, just hoping.
Well, that was I was thinking. Like I expect this from Logan McKenzie. I expect it from
here
Mika
goes
Hendricks.
Mika into turn 4. He's got the inside line. Edge is just ahead, but Logan's got a good run on the outside. Puts him on the inside, coming into Thunder Valley.
Yeah, they've done this before, and then there was a little hit. But I do see that Mika Hendricks has learned
door
from
slam
it.
there.
He is getting a little bit closer. Is this close enough, or gets the inside?
This one's going to be tough here. It's so hard cresting over this
Under
hill.
over,
Logan kind of
under over,
submits to
under over.
gets the under over. It's going to put him up, get up there on that fender. Mika's going to have the preferred line to the inside, but then Logan will have the preferred line to the next corner. Oh, James Carr gets in there so deep. Logan had to get, I think Logan overdrove it just a hair there, had to get on the brakes a little harder than he wanted to. So
Yeah,
Mika's going to get the pass done.
And we were talking about the
lap.
We were talking about a battle with 3 cars. We are talking now currently with a battle of 6 cars. Because John Carr did the impossible and is actually coming back straight up there. Michael of Matt Zepka, then David Bauer. That's amazing to see this battle going for really everybody can win over here.
Yeah, Matt Zepka is trying to fake out John a little bit as they enter turn 2, try to get him to look in his mirror just before the braking zone. That's an old veteran move right there. And it looks like Matt Zepka's got a little run on him. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, but it's definitely going to be close. Maybe put a fender in there.
Well, and what about
Zepka's
Logan?
going to try around the outside here.
Logan is doing exactly the same thing as Matt Zepka. And Matt Zepka is a lot better in it because he's going to take that place, but is he going to hold it? John Lozon is defending as hard as he can.
Yeah, and it looks like Matt Zepka got a killer run there, but he's a little rough on the brakes there. Lost some speed. Keeps John in it, but Zepka's going to go ahead and clear him. Now John's got David Bauer on the inside move right here. Great move by John or by.
Yeah. No, but
overlays are freaking out. I'm sorry, Pim. I don't know why they're changing like that.
No worry at all. Well, it is John Lozon who is defending hard. And
David
look at
Bauer
David
goes
Bauer.
sideways a little bit, and John easily clears him.
That is a great that he holds it over there, David Bauer. But that does mean that battle immediately from 7 cars goes back to 3 cars. Because Logan McKenzie, Mika Hendricks, James Carr, they're still in that battle. It's Matt Zepka who tries to get closer, but that will be difficult. We only have 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. What can Mika Hendricks and Logan McKenzie do on the moment?
Well, I'm watching Mika here, and I'm sure Mika's hoping that James Carr puts as much pressure as he can on Logan so he can pull away from those guys, shore up that 4th place position.
Well, Breakfast for Dinner is doing a great job in this race. Currently holding that 5th space with James Carr, and he has more. There's more to give. We've seen it the whole race. The potential is there, but he needs to pass Logan McKenzie. That is going to be a difficult job.
Francois Schenk has got Wojciech Swiatovic in his mirror, and this battle is about to begin, Pim.
Oh, that's Charlie. I love it that you're here. I would have totally missed that part, and it is important to see Francois Schenk. How much, he's been doing this the whole time. It's a bit of hot lapping. Now he gets the battle that he wants. But is it the battle that he can hold?
For the first time today, he's going to have some pressure. So we'll see if he's got enough. Time's winding down. We got 6 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. Who's going to get it? This would be great for Francois if he can get this win. I assure you, he's going to be one of the most excited guys on the track if he can pull away, or if he can keep Wojciech behind him. It's quite an accomplishment.
That would be a great accomplishment. With Wojciech Swiatovic, that car is so quick, and on that long straight, it's going to be very, very difficult. But here he goes. Wojciech, that turn is maybe his favorite turn. He's doing such a good job over there.
Yeah, but Francois got a killer run out of there. Francois got on the gas early, used every bit of racetrack, and looks like he might be pulling away ever so slightly right there. He's not going to make it easy.
Well, let's quickly put up the sector time. So we do see that Swiatovic lost a little bit of momentum, but he's getting that all the way back over here.
James Carr is currently putting the pressure on Logan McKenzie. Mika hasn't really dropped these guys. Even though they're battling, they're still staying in tow with Mika. So this battle is definitely not over, but James Carr is trying hard. He's driving the wheels off of this car, doing everything he can to stay with Logan and see if he can get up there and get by him. We've also got a nice battle going back here. Oh, it just cycled through. Okay, so yeah, I'm still watching James Carr and Logan McKenzie. James Carr is really trying. He is just all over and moving around side to side.
Yeah, it's amazing to see that battle.
For the lead, and going into turn 2, Wojciech makes a move to the outside.
Yeah, under over again. He's gonna do it. Look at this. He's gonna have so
goes
much
wide
momentum.
With that late apex, and he gets on the throttle early. Oh, and Francois gets in the grass a little bit. Here comes Wojciech up the inside. Oh, this is going to be really tough for him to stop it. Wojciech's got a great run.
Yeah, and
looks like they'll go side by side in 4. See how that sets him up into 5. Yeah, not much Francois can do. Maybe try the over-under there.
No, but also you've seen how quickly he was, how quickly he came. I never guessed that Wojciech Swiatovic would have done it so quickly, but he is just a monster. And, you don't mess with monsters. Francois Schenk did the right thing and is now just trying to see. And look at that, with both of them, they're still running away from everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, even if Francois gets second place, I know he's going to be stoked about that. That's a great, it'll be a great finish on a 40-minute race with a group of amazingly fast drivers in the top 10.
And look how quickly Wojciech Swiatovic already creates a gap over there. It's 6 tenths with like nothing.
Mika Hendricks in P3 started to put a gap on Logan McKenzie and James Carr. So these guys still kind of, James Carr is just still battling so hard. I almost feel like maybe he's overdriving a little bit and it's costing him, but he's not giving up.
Well, then he needs to look in the back because Medzepka is also closing in. It's 1.3 seconds. Can he do that in those 3 minutes?
Yeah, we're running out of time. Looks like we're probably only going to get about 3 laps. A little bit further back, John Lazon has got his mirror full of David Bauer. David Bauer is going to look to try to get a good run down this long straightaway.
Yeah, John Lazon started so well in this race, had a hard defend for like, I think 10 laps, and is now dropping a little bit further back, 2 spots from where he started in this race. He is currently on that 7th position, but is David Bauer going to make that move? He wants to.
He's trying. He's filling his mirrors. Maybe a little touch on the bumper just to let him know, hey, buddy.
I'm there. Oh, I didn't know you could overtake over there. And so didn't John Lazon. David Bauer went into there and saw a spot that I didn't, but luckily backed out of that and now needs to come back a little bit further, but that will take some time. And what happened to...
closed the gap a little bit on James Carr. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. It's still a pretty big gap.
Yeah, it's 1.5 seconds, but James Carr is also losing a little bit of traction with Logan McKenzie. Is this really the battle of the longest up here? And does that mean that those last 2 minutes were a little bit too long for James Carr? Or is he going to still able to make a move on Logan McKenzie?
Oh, Logan looks like he goes a little bit wide. It's going to hurt his momentum there on exit. But James Carr doesn't seem to be able to capitalize on it.
You know what? Maybe that is that injury that is now playing up in those last few minutes. Is Logan McKenzie going to hold on?
Yeah, and right now I'm sure Logan is trying not to think about it, but you got to think that it's on his mind a little bit. It's not easy to do. I'm not sure what exactly he has for a setup, but most of these steering wheel setups got a lot of torque, and it's not easy on the hands, especially in these front-wheel drive cars.
And especially not when you've done that 40 minutes while watching your back mirror with James Carr in the back over there. And James is getting closer and closer. He really wants to make that move right over here.
I'm watching up at the front. Wojciech has got Francois Schenck all over his bumper. This is not over yet. We might be coming to the white flag here, Pim. Yep, white flag in the air. Here we go. One more.
White flag on the air. Francois Schenck is all the way back. 2 tenths away. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to do something? This is interesting. I'm curious to see where Francois Schenck suddenly got that speed, but he is all back over there.
Gets up real tight on him. Looks like Wojciech gets a really good run on exit. He's so fast coming out of turn 2.
He has done it the whole race, and he's done it again, and that is difficult. But Francois Schenck is getting closer. He has a little bit of draft. Does he get enough? Because he needs to be there if he wants to make a move. This is going to be very, very difficult. Because up here, there's no way you can make a move.
Sitting back in P7, David Bowers doing everything he can with John Lazon, see if he can get by him with less than a half a lap to go. He goes around the outside into turn 4, puts him on the inside. Turn 5, looks like he's going to make the move. John's not giving up yet.
I need to go back to, okay, well, let's go there, but I need to go back to the first position because I do think that Wojciech Swiatovic is getting over the finish line. Want to make sure that I don't miss that part. You keep holding
David
on
Bowers
over there.
gonna clear John Lazon. Puts a little bit of gap on him, so unless he makes a mistake, looks like David Bowers is going to take that position, P7.
Well, we're seeing that Wojciech Swiatovic is taking the victory. Francois Schenck, well-deserved second spot. Then Mika Hendricks, Logan McKenzie. I see James Carr can't make that move, but Matt Zepka comes in. And how's David Bauer? David Bauer holds that 7th position from John Lozar. Great move from them. Jacob Wally is right behind there. Do we have another battle? Yeah, I see Eric Stetzer. Eric Stetzer is getting closer and closer to Alex Kodlowski for that 16th position. Is he going to make a move? Or is he going to hold on to that 17th position right over there?
Wow, what a great race, Pim.
This is nice racing. I don't see that Eric Stetzer can make that move. And they will come in 16, 17. Aaron La behind there. Then we see Craig Lautenslager on 19th position. 9 positions up from where he started. And then Mark Darnell. And I think Alex Kotlowski is actually our fast charger on the moment. He is... No, it's Aaron La. Aaron La is actually our hard charger. He is 13 positions up from where he started. But of course, we want to congratulate our winner, Wojciech Swiatovic. Great move from him.
Yeah, he just stuck with
winner.
The whole race. I mean, you know, those guys were stuck in traffic for a big chunk of the race, and it just goes to show what type of a driver he is, that, you know, he never gave up. He kept just fighting and fighting, and, you know, was able to close that gap and get that win. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to get it done, and you weren't either. So congratulations to Wojciech. Very well-deserved win.
And I didn't thought he was going to be that fast, you know. I maybe in the last laps it would be nice, but this was such a fast part. And then Francois Schenck came back to that battle and really gave it into him on the last lap. Great racing. Mika Hendricks on that 3rd position, and then Logan McKenzie, James Carr, Matt Zepka 6th position, David Bauer, John Lozat, Jacob Wally, and Justin Rhodes ends our top 10. Yeah, that's a great driving. I'm looking forward what they have to say.
I gotta give a shout out to everybody in chat. Mike Blindia, Casey Waters, thanks for hanging out, fellas. I hope you enjoyed the show. These guys put on a great race.
Oh, Casey Waters. I know Casey Waters. Wasn't he the guy that always drives a Ford in GT?
Yeah, Casey Waters is fast. You better watch out for him.
Oh, He could make a Ford go fast. That says something. Always,
Yeah, that definitely says something. Most people can't make that Ford go fast.
It was always fun to drive with him over there. I'm gonna have a quick look if we already see some people waiting in the waiting room. No, we don't.
So far, it's empty. I've got an eye on it too.
All right, well, you keep an eye on that one. Yeah, I think that's for all the drivers. If you're listening right now, after the broadcast, and it's the next day, you're on work, you're listening to this, and you think, I wish I could say something on the broadcast. Well, always welcome to join us.
Fellas. Please come join us. It doesn't matter what position you finished in. Come tell us about your race. We're always excited to hear from you guys and hear your perspective. So don't be afraid. Pim bites, but he bites softly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look at Charlie. He always comes in. It doesn't matter if he's position number 20, number 28, or even 30th. He always is ready to chat. And yeah, we like to hear what they have to say. So that's a great attitude on that, Charlie.
Yeah, it's always fun, especially to talk to you guys.
It's always fun to hear because we have an insight on the race, but we never know exactly how that goes and how it is. And I'm very curious, for instance, with Logan McKenzie, did he really had that injury so badly, and did he feel anything about it? And what was his plan and strategy? But we won't hear that because he's not in the booth. He's not waiting for us.
Yeah, kind of surprised. Come on, fellas. Here we go. We got somebody.
We have somebody, and I do have to say, I called him the chicane at one point because he was holding back like a lot of drivers, but he did it for 12 laps. He did an amazing job on them. Welcome, John Lozar. How are you doing? How was your race?
It was fun. I enjoyed beating Cork in the bottle. I knew that's what my role was going to be. I'm not as fast as half the league here, so...
Yeah, but there was a constant battle through this whole race, which was really surprising because I thought that it was going to be more of kind of a spread out race. So, you put up a good fight the whole way through. So, I got to say congratulations on having a good race and showing us a good fight, not giving up, battling with those guys toe to toe, because these guys are fast, and it's impressive that you can still get in there and get the job done.
That was fun while it lasted, but yeah, wish I could keep up a little bit more.
So how do you do that, John? When you are in the race and they're gonna come, but you did it for such a long time, does that also give you confidence at one point that you can maybe keep it up the whole race?
Well, I know my pace wasn't too far off of them, except for Woj, but with the draft is basically gone on these cars, so getting a run on the back straight isn't really beneficial or possible. But just protecting your line and not screwing up, and it's pretty much all that it takes.
Well, that's exactly what you did, and great job. Your team. I was wondering, you call yourself the Caribou Motorsport Team.
Yeah.
What does that stand for? It sounds a little bit Caribbean to me.
Nothing much really. I live in the west coast of Canada, and the area that I live in is actually called the Caribou. So that's.
I should know my geography. That's interesting. But a great car. I love the livery, by the way. It's very recognizable with the green little plugs on it. Is there anything else? Is there any shout outs that you want to give, John?
No, you guys do a great job. That's pretty much all I really have to say. It's thanks for doing the broadcast. You guys do a great job.
Well, thanks very much. It's very easy when there's so much to watch, and that's always happening here at ATC. So great job, Charlie. Any last words for you?
I just want to say congratulations to Wojciech for a solid win. That's going to put him a little bit closer to the battle with Mika. I think as this season winds down, we're going to have a great battle for the championship. I want to give a shout out to everybody else at ATC for putting on such a great show. It's so enjoyable to watch. I never thought that watching the race would be as fun as driving the race, and you guys do such a great job. So keep it up. Come and hang out with us in the booth. We want to hear from you, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. John, thanks for coming to the booth to give us a little bit of an insight. We'd love to hear more people, but on the moment, it's just you. I would like to thank everybody in the race, everybody, of course, in the chat, and we'd love to see you yet again with another race here at CAVOK Racing Network. Thank you all for watching.